Welcome back. Top 5 things that we need to stop doing in 2020. The first thing is building your audience using bots. So it has come to my attention that people are still doing this, And it's one of those things that does not serve you. In fact, it's not even authentic. It's not genuine. I just don't understand why people do it. It just doesn't serve anybody, and it's very awkward at times. So the other day I was on, it's getting windy out here and this does not mix with lip gloss. Anyways, the other day I was on YouTube and I was like, oh, how exciting. Someone commented because honestly, just getting your YouTube up and started, you don't get a ton of comments. It's not like I'm some famous person who gets a billion comments, right? I do run a online business. I do have people who do comment, but it's few and far between. Anyway, so this person comments. I'm like, oh, cool. I go to check it. And it's this guy who clearly uses automated bot systems. And he's like, cool story, bro. And I'm like, except I'm a girl. So anyways, be real, do what you're gonna do real, make real connections. It's always better. And I see people who are online who are like, the algorithm changed, no one's seeing my stuff. And I'm like, okay, even when the algorithm changes, I still have the same consistency and views and all of that on Instagram. I mean, put out quality stuff and don't buy followers. I actually have a story for you guys. I did buy followers years ago and it was the worst thing I've ever done for Instagram, and I ended up deleting my Instagram. It was so stupid. But I did have a lot of real followers, and then when I bought the followers, I felt really dumb about it, and I ended up losing all of them anyways because they were all robots that got deleted when they did that whole washout of people. Anyways, so I just felt like it was just the dumbest thing, and I was so disappointed with myself because I didn't have the same engagement on Instagram that I normally had. It was it literally ruined my Instagram. And so my advice is to just be real. Be a real human. Stop trying to do all these crazy things and shortcuts and whatever. It never leads to good things. I learned my lesson years ago when I did that, and I think I'm a lot smarter now than I was when I first started doing all the online stuff. It takes time and it takes a while, and learn from your mistakes and be honest about your mistakes. That's why I tell you guys about everything I've done, because I have no shame in my internet game. It is what it is. I'm going to tell you the mistakes I made in order for you to not make them, and also because I'm really real about it. It is what it is, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is making blanket statements about things that we have no idea about. So we're seeing this now more than ever, is people who are putting out false news and things that they have no idea anything about. I've seen people talking about this online, how are you a coach on that? When you have no idea, you've never done it. It seems like these people are just popping up overnight that are talking about all these fear-based things, fear tactics, and it's one of those things where I feel like it's very turn and burn, very used car salesman. I don't think it's gonna last. It just is what it is. So if you're hopping on social media and you're spreading all this fear-based stuff that has no scientific evidence, or that doesn't serve people, what are you doing? Ask yourself, what are you actually doing? Why are you trying to scare people into either buying a product or manipulating them into doing something that you want them to do, or just spreading fear? I don't understand that. I think that that's just a really not, it doesn't serve anybody, and it just creates a really weird environment for people. And I think it's better to support people, to help people, to give them educational stuff that's rooted in truth. I think it's important to, guide people. If you're guiding people, you have a responsibility online. And I pray every day that I actually help people. I get goofy and I do silly videos and stuff like that, but at the same time, there's a part of me that really, 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 really checks in. And sometimes I rewatch my videos and I'm like, if I feel weird about it, I'll delete it. I would never, at the core of me, would never, ever, ever want someone to watch my videos and get wrong information or to do something stupid or to, whatever it may be. I do not want to steer people in the wrong direction. Like, that would just completely be against everything that I stand for. And so I think we have that responsibility as humans who contribute to the online space, that if you're gonna put something out, just double check with yourself. Is this helpful? Is this serving anybody? Is this true? Is this kind? Is this, uplifting? And if it's not, maybe just don't post it. The next thing is expecting something for nothing. Be intentional and be passionate. If you are in the online space and you are looking to really build a tribe, you gotta serve. You gotta serve and put in your time. You gotta build the following. You gotta, connect with humans. You gotta do the thing. And if you're expecting to just show up one day and be like, cha-ching, you're gonna be strongly disappointed. You're gonna be very disappointed. You're gonna burn out online. The whole point of online is to share and to communicate and to connect. It's not to come on here and try to get rich quick. There's no such thing. Pardon my burp. There is no such thing as a get rich quick scheme, and there's really no such thing as getting something for nothing, unless you're manipulating people, which is always going to come back around. I don't believe in karma, but I do believe that, there is a law of, I'm going to butcher this, there's a law of oh my gosh. But there is a law of reciprocation, and when you put out good stuff and you are well-intentioned and you are passionate and you are in your purpose, good things will come to you. But when you're showing up just to get and just to take, you're going to have a really hard time. Things are going to be difficult. Things are going to be really hard and challenging. So check in with your heart, check in with yourself. Are you here for the right reasons? The next thing that we will talk about is doubting yourself for no reason. Yes, we all have areas we can work on. This is true. This is fact. However, doubting yourself, having lack of faith, having lack of confidence, all is a heart issue. So if you are showing up and you're showing up for other people and you're showing up in a big way and you're helping other people to achieve something, or you're just bringing your talents to the workplace, know that, we can always improve upon our skills, but don't have any doubts and don't have any fear that you are not enough, because you are enough. You are absolutely enough. And it's all about finding your place on where you fit in and where your skills can be best utilized. And then the next thing is setting clear, attainable goals. So they call it SMART goals. I really don't know what the whole acronym is, but basically it's just like simple, attainable goals that you can measure and keep track of. And the final thing we'll talk about is putting people down for their choices online. So I see this a lot in network marketing. I see this a lot in online businesses. People who are like, oh, you have a 9-to-5 or a corporate job or whatever. Guys, you are not serving anybody by coming online with that attitude. Like, in fact, it's driving people away. It's like shaming people for their decisions in life. Like, yeah, I decided to go to college and get a career and do this and that, so maybe I'll just be a customer and buy your products. Like, I don't understand the whole shaming people for their choices. Whatever choice you want to make in life, whether it is eat pizza and watch Netflix, whether it is, I believe in healthy lifestyle, but that's me, that's my belief, that's what I do. Whatever you want to do it. But shaming people for their choices, whether it is voting a certain way, whether it is, doing a certain thing with your life, like, there's no reason to shame people. We are all different. We're all human. We're all having this experience. There's no right or wrong way to do the thing. So let people live their life. You can educate them, you can inspire them, and you can help them by, just being you and attracting the people you're going to attract. But to shame people, judge people, and condemn people for what they do, I feel some type of way about that. And I know a lot of other people do too. So, basically just be a force for good. If you're online, you have that responsibility. We talked about that earlier in this video. You have that responsibility to be a force for good when you are in this space online. So the whole blaming, condemning, judging people, and oh my gosh, I could go on about this topic for quite a while just because I've seen so much of it. I've seen it, even in the Christian community, with the whole false prophets and teachers and blaming people. Like, I'm not a perfect human. In fact, I cussed in my video last night, and I debated on deleting it. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, like, every little thing I do, I feel like I have to monitor it, and I feel like I have to edit it, and I feel like I have to be this perfect person. And I'm kind of like over that. And I think that a lot of people are over that, and no one's perfect. And if you're turning to people to be perfect, then you are missing the idea completely about what Christianity is about. So it's in every single arena. It's in network marketing, it's in Christianity, it's in like so many different arenas where people are putting blame and condemning people for not being their ideal type of person. But it's like, no one's perfect. How would you like if someone amplified your flaws? You wouldn't like it. So stop doing it to other people. Like, it's ludicrous, to be honest. And so I hope that these 5 things to cut out and end in 2020 with my little Barbie scissors. Do you guys want me to go back inside and grab the Barbie scissors? I can do it. If you guys haven't seen that live stream, it's actually hilarious. So that's a long story short. But anyways, back to my point. Have common sense, be nice, be kind, be respectful. You don't know what someone else is dealing with. Like, I literally will double and triple question myself before posting something online, just because I never, ever, ever want someone to feel less than because of my content. I never want someone to feel, any type of way that's in a negative light because of my content. And so, yes, you can't control what people think about you. Yes, you can't control, but you can control what you're putting out there. You can control what you say. You can control what you stand for. You can control how you treat people. And that, my friends, is taking self-responsibility for the things that you are putting out on the internet. So leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite tip was and what one thing you were going to be cutting out, if not all the things that you're going to be cutting out in 2020. Cheers to your best year ever, and I'll see you guys in the next video.